Welcome to Storytime with Tululi. Today's reading comes from r/TIFU, or Today I Effed Up. I was calling it Think I Effed Up, but I've been corrected since, and it is Today I Effed Up, so I apologize for that. Our first story is titled, TIFU, by teaching my child kisses make her stop hurting. I really didn't think this could possibly backfire on me until about 30 minutes ago. My daughter is dramatic. She would step on a piece of dirt on the floor and fall down screaming, "My foot hurt!" or hit her head on a pillow and make a huge deal out of it. We don't watch soccer, so I have no idea where this behavior came from. She is 2. I am her mom, so she believes everything I say. I used this to my advantage and told her that kisses fix everything. Stub your toe, get a kiss. Smack yourself in the face with a broom, kiss. Cut your finger with a fake knife, kiss. It was going great. She caught on quick and instead of screaming, always asked for a kiss for her hurt. How could this go wrong? Well, I did not foresee the world falling apart and needing to work from home with my 6-month-old and 2-year-old. Some days it's great, they are amazing, and the only reason I'm staying sane. Other days, nothing makes you reevaluate your decision to have 2 kids 18 months apart like being trapped in a house with them 24/7. I'm kidding. Today is one of those days. My daughter was eating her breakfast while I was on a video call. She bit her tongue and started crying. Then she stopped and I saw the look on her face. She recovered and I thought she figured it out on her own and forgot about it. So here I sit on a very important video meeting and my 2-year-old comes running in screaming, "Mommy, kiss tongue!" I am trying to shift my 6-year-old so I can turn off the audio and video. I managed to mute it. After she screamed, of course, but didn't get the video shut off in time. My 2-year-old sticks her tongue out and shoves it at me for a kiss as I'm opening my mouth to tell her no. And that's how her tongue went straight in my mouth while all my coworkers were watching. Ugh. Next time on our series of unfortunate events, she will probably be naked climbing the cabinets in my background. Edit. For all of you so concerned that my terrible parenting is the reason my daughter is dramatic, my daughter's behaviors are constantly and appropriately ignored, redirected, and she uses a social emotional program to learn how to handle big emotions in a little body. Almost like I do this for a living. She is intelligent, kind, caring, and yes, dramatic. She is strong-willed and a performer. She will put on a show even if her teddy bear is the only one watching. And yes, I did teach her kisses fix her hurt. That is something I specifically did for my child because personally, I don't think it's so bad to live in a world where mama can fix everything, even if only for a little while. Our next story is titled, TIFU. I flashed my boobs to my favorite teacher on a video call. Please, I beg you, before you start commenting about why I was topless in my house, please read the edit I added. Please. Dear Reddit, today I effed up big time. Today I effed up so bad that I had to make a new email so I could create a new Reddit account because I never want this to ever come back to me. For context, my dad was hired to work an IT job at the school I attend around 2 years ago. For reference, I'm a 3rd-year college student, and while he was doing this job, he became friends with some of the other IT people, and through this, he has been invited to go to a club where they listen to music and appreciate it. Some of my teachers are in this club, especially one of my favorite teacher. Horrifying, I know. Due to the current coronavirus pandemic, they have moved their meetings online through video calls. Here is where the F-up begins. To join these calls, my dad uses the family computer in the living room. For reference, my room is adjacent to the living room, and if my door is open, I can directly see the computer from my doorway. Last night, I was hanging out in my room wearing headphones and watching some Netflix while playing Animal Crossing. What else is there to do in the literal apocalypse? As I'm playing, I spill some salsa on my white shirt, meaning if I want to salvage the shirt, I have to soak it immediately, so I get off my bed and take off my shirt, and as this is quarantine, I am not wearing a bra. Why I took off my shirt before I left my room, I don't know. Here is where the F-up begins. The stars must have lined up for this to happen because I did not know my dad was attending this video conference. My dad had left the living room to go to the bathroom, and I am in clear view of the video camera on the family computer in the living room and didn't think at all about it. So, I leave my room, boobies out and all, and walk to the laundry room to get the stain out of my shirt. Done easy, no problem. As I walk back to my room, I get a craving for some soda and decide to go get one. The kitchen is adjacent to the living room, right next to the family computer. I walk by the computer and into the kitchen, open the fridge, and behind me I hear, OP? And I'm immediately recognize my teacher's voice. I stop dead in my tracks. You know that feeling when your stomach drops and your entire body just freezes? That. In my panic, I was so shocked and I was just putting 2 and 2 together and just go, no, and drop to the floor and sit on the floor, my back against the kitchen island with my knees to my chest, and I have no idea what to do. There is no way I can get back into the room without going past the camera. Luckily, my dad came to the rescue and came back to the room shortly after, and this was the conversation that followed. Favorite teacher, my dad, and me. Favorite teacher: hey, I believe your daughter might be in hiding. You might want to hang up so she can safely return to her room. Dad: OP, you there? You can't see me because of how I'm sitting. Me: yes. Do I want to know? No. Should I disconnect from the call? Yes. Can you also close your eyes until I tell you to open them? Dad, very confused at this point. Okay. My dad proceeds to turn off his camera and tells me I can leave. I then fled the scene, locked my door, and immediately put on a shirt. I called out for my dad that it was safe, and a few minutes later, I could hear him laugh with everyone in the call. We have yet to discuss this. If you made it this far, I applaud you. However, for personal reasons, I will now be passing away. Thank you. Edit. For those of you asking why I was not wearing a bra when at home with my family, I've been at college for so long and just got home after my school shut. It's a habit. My favorite shirt had a stain. I wasn't thinking, I just wanted to get the stain out as quick as possible to save my shirt. We all just usually keep to our rooms. None of us really use the living room unless we are all together, especially not around 11 p.m. on a Friday evening. I'm an only child and my parents usually go to bed around 8. Edit number 2. Thank you for awards, kind internet strangers. Also, to everyone asking if my teacher is hot, he is fairly good looking, however, married and gay. I am also a lesbian, so I doubt anything will ever happen. Well, I'm glad that worked out for you. Our next story is titled TIFU, by ordering an obscene amount of chicken nuggets for my now ex-boyfriend. This happened just today. I, a 36-year-old female, was in bed this morning with my 34-year-old male boyfriend after a long night of partying. For context, I do not live with him and I was leaving to go fetch my kids from their dad who lives a 2-hour drive away. Now, boyfriend is absolutely terrible the morning after. A grumpy pisspot of misery, if ever you've seen one. He just can't handle hangovers. So he starts whining that he's hungry and I offer to order some skip the dishes for him. What does he want? He wants McDonald's, but he wants nuggets and it's 10 a.m. No nuggets yet. He jokingly says he wants 60 nuggets and we get to naked bantering and I say, I'm gonna order you those effing nuggets and you had better eat them all. Now, I need to get out of town. So I get dressed and ask him seriously what he wants. Cool, 20 nuggets, a McChicken meal for his daughter, and a strawberry milkshake. I'm in the car and being the ridiculous person I am, order the 60 effing nuggets, chortling with glee. Well, apparently it's not effing funny, it's effing funny. It's financially irresponsible and a terrible idea. His texts, which were numerous, are all along the lines of, you are stupid, why would you waste your money on chicken nuggets, it's not funny, etc, etc. Which makes me mad, so I end up calling him a stuck-up wiener, telling him off, and that I hope he gets the nugget poops for a week. So yep, I got dumped over 60 nuggets. Edit. To all of you social isolation people and haters, I'm in Canada. Had been staying with boyfriend for 2 weeks while my kids were visiting their father. Custody arrangements are still in force here. Public health orders are no gatherings of over 10 people. Yes, restaurants are open for delivery and takeout. Partying was playing darts and drinking beer with him. And his child is 16 years old. He's a single dad of a child he had at 16. She can take care of herself. Well, it's kind of ridiculous that you broke up over ordering some chicken nuggets. I'm sorry that happened, but I guess if you can break up that easily, it's probably not a good relationship. Our next story is titled TIFU, by not using soap, ever. So this is less of a TIFU and more of an I effed up my whole life. Growing up, my family was pretty poor. My mom was a single mom and always did her best to try to make ends meet, but it's tough. We lived in a small apartment and didn't have much. We rationed a lot of what we ate or used. This included soap. My mom always bought the cheap 3-in-1 soap bottles that have shampoo, conditioner, and body soap in one. We had to limit how much we used, so she always just washed my hair with it and told me that the soap would run down the rest of my body. I learned this growing up and continued it into my teen years when I would shower myself. I only ever wash my hair and let the soap water flow down the rest of my body. I am now 27 years old with my own place and doing much better, and my mom is too. But I never really thought about this way of showering since it's literally the one way I've ever known. So even with making more money, I still only wash my hair and let the soap water run down. I only realized I've been doing this all wrong when I came across a post that talked about whether or not people wash their feet with soap in the shower. Then someone mentioned, you wash everything else with soap, why wouldn't you wash your feet? I was so confused and realized I've been a dirty person as long as I've been alive. Off to the store to go buy some real soap. Well, I don't think that makes you a dirty person because you're still showering and the soap running down your body. I don't think you're dirty, and I think that's actually an okay way to shower. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong, but I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Anyways, thank you all for tuning in today. I hope you enjoyed. If you like this video, please like it. If you like these types of videos, please consider subscribing to the channel and hit that bell for notifications so you know when more videos come out. If you'd like to join the Discord, the link's in the description below. We have an amazing community. And if you'd like to follow me on any of my other social medias, those links are also in the description below as well. Thank you all for your continued support. I hope you're being safe out there in these crazy times. And with that being said, we'll see you next time.